Damn. Lee, if you think time is gonna lessen the pain, you're crazy. A day, a week, a month, it's still gonna hurt him. It may hurt him even more. You're just avoiding the inevitable. You do know this, don't you?
Okay. Yes.
Where are you going?
Tell Damien that I'm leaving him right now, before I lose my courage. Please don't try to contact me, and I will call you as soon as I tell him.
Lily. I love you. Lily, why haven't you called me?
Am I glad I found you? We've got a problem with Damien.
Honey, I appreciate your letting me drop my car off at the shop and giving me a ride in, to say nothing of carrying my books for me.
Boy, is it heavy. No, that's the least I could do. You put me in court up last night, so.
You know, I wish you two would keep a very low profile right now. You don't want to end up in the middle of another car bombing like you were in Oxford.
Yes, Mom, I don't think there's anything to worry about, really. Tom and the FBI are on top of it. And with all this publicity, I think that will scare Hans off.
Yeah, well, if it does, it's thanks to that photograph of yours in the paper.
The court deserves the credit. She spotted it.
Don't you think it's possible, since Courtney has identified this guy twice to the authorities in London, that she's back here for
to
some
get revenge, maybe?
Yes.
Good morning, Kim. Hey, Andy.
Hi.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but have you seen Lily? We were supposed to meet half an hour ago to begin editing the Medical Minute.
No, we just got here ourselves.
Okay.
How can I just stay here and do nothing while that animal is holding my wife?
I understand how you feel, Gugino. But you told me when he called last night, his directions were very specific. Not to contact the authorities.
Hans, I hate taking orders from scum like that.
Right. But since he holds the thing most dear to you in life, I suggest we do as he asks. The alternatives are too risky.
And your way isn't? Even if I give in to all of his demands, there's no guarantee I'll ever see Lily live again. And you know it.
Oh, don't. This was a big mistake.
As the World Turns.
So what's the problem with Damien?
Well, I got a message that he won't be in today, but we need his approval on these press releases so we can get him on the wire ASAP. You're elected.
He say why he wasn't coming in?
No, but it probably has something to do with the fact that the maniac who tried to bomb Patricia Kingsley found his way to Oakdale.
What?
Yeah, it's been in all the news. Apparently, this terrorist, Hans, is a real party animal. He made an appearance at the masked ball, and he got a picture of him by accident, and Courtney recognized him.
If he was on the Valletta deck, that means he could be after Kingsley Malta, which means that Lily could be in trouble.
Whoa, hold it. Before you go saddle up your white horse, it's not your job. It's Damien's.
Here, look, I am really backed up with things to do today. Can't a messenger take it?
No, I'm sorry, but no way. You have to wait there, make any changes if Damien wants it, and then fax this. Pronto. Do you have a problem with that?
Well, I remember how relieved your mom was last summer when you guys came back from Oxford after the car bombing, but the second part of the story, that's incredible.
Well, yeah, of course, it was incredible. If she hadn't recognized that guy in the hospital and screamed her lungs out, then who knows what he would have done to Patricia.
Talk about a great story. Two young American tourists on vacation in England come face to face with an international terrorist, and then 6 months later, he winds up in their hometown. You know what? I have an idea that I think can help you and the station. Let me interview you on the 5 o'clock news. Just tell the viewers what you told me, and then we'll get the story out about how dangerous this Hans really is.
Oh, Janice, I think I'd have to think about that.
Think about what?
Hey. Oh, we're speaking about Hans. Are there any leads yet?
No, lots of sightings, nothing concrete, but please do keep airing his photo. We only need one.
Oh, believe me, I intend to. Listen, what do you think? Are Courtney and Andy, are they in any real danger?
Aren't Lily and Damien in real danger? I mean, why would this guy show up at the masked ball on their yacht?
Well, I can almost guarantee you one thing. He was not making a donation to the homeless. Now, if you want to talk about somebody that could be in danger, let's talk Duncan McKechnie. He's the one that almost blew him away in Montego.
Well, has anybody warned Damien or Lily or...
I called Damien last night after Duncan had given him the news, and he seemed very, very upset.
Every minute I delay calling Tom Hughes is another minute of hell for Lily, and even more danger.
No. No, what you are doing now is dangerous. Panicking and not thinking. Now listen, while you are on the phone trying to explain things to the district attorney, Hans could be trying to call. Now, I get the feeling he's not a very patient man. And besides that, since when do we go to the authorities to protect our own?
This is different, Eduardo. I know Tom Hughes personally. He's a good man and a cautious one. I know I can trust him.
And you think that he can stand up to Hans? An international terrorist and assassin who has eluded both Interpol and Scotland Yard?
Are you suggesting I should have more trust for a terrorist?
I am suggesting that recent history will show that Hans needs money. I am suggesting that we be prepared to meet his demands and get Lily back.
The way Patricia got Bertram back?
You are being too emotional about this, Cugino. Let me handle this.
Yes. Like you handled the Golfers brothers.
That was an entirely different situation.
Was it?
Yes.
Because if I thought this situation with Hans had anything to do with that...
Now stop this. You have been under a strain, and you have family, so I'm going to forget you said that, okay?
Perdona me. I just can't believe that money is the only thing that Hans is after. There's something else.
Who knows? Who knows? The important thing is to get Lily back, yes? Now, I'm going to make a few calls, see what I can find out. Meanwhile, you promised me that you will not do anything foolish. Do not call Tom Hughes or the police.
And when people start calling and asking information about Lily?
If you do what I say, it will not be an issue. She will be back before anyone knows she was gone. Now, I'm going to call, try to arrange to withdraw a large amount of money. Meantime, stay by the phone, but don't use it.
House hunting, eh? Has Emily driven you out of house and home already?
No. You know, we're just gonna have to find a little bigger place once this baby's born.
Makes sense. It's a lot easier to do it before than it is after.
Hey, do me a favor, will you? Would you please explain that to my wife?
I mean, she hasn't agreed to the move yet?
We haven't been able to agree on much anything, what between pulling this sofa bed out and vying with 2 women for 1 bathroom.
Whoa! I shudder at the thought of the pantyhose situation. But you know, there are worse scenarios, like harboring your children from an international terrorist. Andy and Courtney are staying with us until they catch up with that.
I read about that. Imagine all those people being in that same room with that guy the night of the benefit. It's amazing nobody was hurt.
It is amazing.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Susan. Excuse me.
Was it something I said?
It was something he didn't say.
Oh, what's that?
This is our dream home. All right, now, listen to this. 3 bedrooms, bucolic setting, gourmet kitsch with FIP. That's fireplace.
Oh, a gourmet kitsch with FIP?
Yeah.
I could toast my frozen waffles and boil up big vats of...
Baby food.
Right. Except I'm not crazy about the idea of leaving Emily right now. She's like a walking magnet for every creep within 50 miles, especially when she's this needy.
Look, you know, Emily has got to have a life of her own on her own, and she can't do it when she's bumping into us every 3 minutes. Come on, I mean, she's got to have some space. We got to have some space. Look, hey, we got 4 months left. 4 months before this baby comes to be just us. And I want to be able to do anything and everything anytime I want with you. Now let's go take a look at this house at noon, right?
Right. On one condition.
What?
You nix the name Larietta. Sounds like one of Cinderella's stepsisters with a hormone problem.
That's me. How about Larry Ona?
How about larva?
Well, good morning, Dr. Stewart.
Oh, Bethany. Good morning. What brings you back here?
What can I say? My star patient. He's just grown accustomed to my face.
Better you than me.
Oh, please. You know, I'm finally on to him. I know that he figures that if he barks loud enough, he'll drown the sound of his own fear.
Well, you know, it's been a rough time for him between the cancer and losing the woman he expected to marry.
I'm sorry?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that it's no secret anyway, not around here. John expected to marry this lovely woman. They have a son together. But at the last minute, she decided to marry somebody else, and they moved to Washington, D.C. Needless to say, John was more than a little upset, and he even planned to fight for custody of their son until he found out he had cancer.
Oh. Thank you for telling me this. I guess that explains a lot about old Gruff and Grum.
Ah, Dr. Rose. Ready for your torture session?
Well, since this is your first post-hospital experience, I will be gentle, Doctor.
Really, I bet you keep your instruments in the deep freeze.
Overnight.
Ah.
How are you managing home alone?
When I get to spend some time alone, I'll let you know.
Keep up that attitude. You'll have plenty.
Oh, hi, Barbara. I'm sorry I'm so late. Things were so hectic at Tom's this morning.
It's okay.
Jerry missed his bus, and then Adam forgot his lunch. I had to run by the school.
It's okay, really. I am confused on one point, though. I thought you were helping Tom out in the evenings.
Oh, well, yes, that was the plan. But see, Tom got so involved with this whole terrorist problem that he was really late. And by the time I made him dinner, Jerry was fast asleep on the couch. So he just suggested that we stay over. So I did.
Did Tom happen to mention if the police have any leads yet?
All I know is that he called the FBI. And Jerry's so excited about that, he bragged to all of his friends.
I'll give.
Barbara, Tom is such an amazing man. I mean, here he is. He's got this high-pressure job. So much is going on. And do you know what he talked about this morning at breakfast?
What?
Jerry's big basketball game.
Well, we're in luck, Evan. My friend at DMV came through and he tracked down Charlotte Overton's address in Bradford. I'm going to take a little trip out there this morning.
Great. And if her story's as phony as that bit about her being from California, I'll give the widow Lafferty something to really grieve about.
Well, you can thank your girlfriend. Rosanna's got great instincts.
Oh, hey. Don't have to tell me.
I'll keep you posted.
Good morning, everyone.
Hello.
Hello. What a crazy morning. I haven't had a chance to do half the things I meant. I haven't even had a chance to go through my mail yet. Well, would you look at this, all of it. And this, for heaven's sake. Oh, I am, but this has no address, no return address, no stamp, nothing. Goodness. Must have been hand-delivered. What in the world can it be? Oh, my heavens.
What? What is it?
I called Tom immediately.
Hey, Andy. I didn't know you were still here.
Oh, I've just been caught red-handed using your phone. I hope you don't...
okay.
Okay.
I have pull with the boss.
Yeah.
What's up?
I think I got some more work here. Some magazines have called. They want to see my portfolio because of the picture I took of Hans that's hit the stands.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you.
Though I can't say I'm surprised. You have a really great eye. You ever think of doing a video?
A video? No, that's just, no, it's not my thing. I think there's something special about photography. Capturing life in a single moment. That's the rush for me. That's just for me, though.
Yeah, that's the way I feel when I do a really great interview. It's like at that particular moment, everything in the life came together. It's in perfect sync.
Mm-hmm.
It's a perfect fit.
Yeah, and for me, it's not it's not just recording the news anymore. It's, you know, people seeing it and seeing it the way I want them to see it.
Yeah.
I have a dream that someday my photos will be in a gallery in Chicago or New York, like Margaret Burke White.
Oh.
And that's crazy to you?
No, that's not crazy. I think you'll get there. With your drive and your talent, you will. Just don't let anyone or anything stand in your way.
You're still here.
I am.
How about joining Bob and me for lunch?
I can't actually. I've got to meet Courtney. But I will see you at Memorial probably. I'm gonna go check on Dad.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, listen, Amy was looking for you a few minutes ago. Something about some research you did for her.
Oh, okay. See you later.
Yeah. Okay. I'll see you later.
Okay.
Bye.
Be careful.
Kim? Hi, I had to stop by and thank you personally for airing that interview.
Well, I'm afraid you're thanking the wrong person.
Oh, no, I don't think so. The response has been overwhelming. As a matter of fact, I understand the station's received some donations for Link Jr. I thought I'd save you the trouble and pick them up myself.
I see. Well, unfortunately, it's not quite that simple, Marcy. Our legal department has to process the checks before we can release them.
Oh, well, anything you can do to expedite the process would really be appreciated. I can't tell you how much this means to me.
I take it you're going to open a trust fund for the boy, is that it?
Oh, of course. I still can't believe we're in this situation. I mean, it's so unjust to think that Link's murderer might profit from his death. I'm just hoping that when Connor is found guilty, the judge sees to it that Link's inheritance goes to its rightful heirs.
And that would be you, I assume.
Oh, and Link Jr.
Oh.
Hello, Marcy. How are things going?
As I was telling Mrs. Hughes, things are actually a little better now that we did that interview. Thank you.
We got a lot of positive feedback on it.
Yeah, I think it did us all some good. Maybe there's justice in the world after all. Anyway, when do you think I might be able to pick up those checks?
They probably will be ready sometime after lunch.
Great. I'll come back then. Thanks again for everything.
I'm amazed she could find her way out of here with all those dollar signs clogging her vision.
Oh, Kim, I just want to let you know that I suggested to Andy that we interview him on the 5 o'clock news about his near miss with Hans in Oxford.
Oh, no. Oh, Lord, no. That's the worst thing in the world he could do. He'd set himself up as a target if he isn't already one.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize.
Well,
I'm
it's
sorry.
just that I'm so concerned until they find this guy and find out what he's up to. I'm sorry. Did you and Lily finish the editing?
No, she hasn't been in yet today, and nobody seems to know where she is.
All right. That's very unusual.
Well, I'll give her a call.
Yeah, please.
Yes.
Damien, it's Janice.
Look, this isn't a good time, so...
Sorry, this'll only take a second. I just wanted to find out if everything was okay with Lily. She was supposed to come in this morning and help me edit the medical minute. Damien?
Look, Lily isn't feeling well today, so she won't be coming in.
Oh. Sorry to hear it. I hope it's not serious.
No, she's fine. She's fine. Listen, I'm expecting an important call, so...
Okay, well, if you could just ask her...
12 hours. Why haven't I heard?
Amy, help me. Please help me.
No. No. I won't let it happen. I can't.
We'll continue with part 2 of As the World Turns in just a moment.
This
Sunday is Rose Bowl Sunday, the second Sunday of every month where everybody is going to the world's largest flea market, the Rose Bowl Flea Market, the largest collection of unusual and one-of-a-kind items, this Sunday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
And now, part 2 of As the World Turns.
Damien?
This isn't a good time, Holden.
This will only take a minute. Evan wants me to get your approval on this press release so he can fax it out by noon.
Very well.
So I hear this terrorist Hans showed up here at the benefit on the yacht. I hope this doesn't mean that you and Lily are in any danger.
Your concern for me is touching, but I can't take care of myself and my wife.
So does this mean that you and Lily will be working at home today?
Now, what Lily does, or where she does it, is none of your business. Please, God, help me make the right decision. If anything should happen to her,
Hey, I got here as quick as I could. What's so urgent?
Yes, right over here.
What? What is it?
Ah, look at this. This is all the proof we need to show those bureaucrats that Shannon is who she says she is. Look at her passport, her birth certificate, and her marriage license, everything.
Where did this come from?
Right in here this morning.
I see. So you would say that it fell from the heavens with no help from little Irish Rose, who happens to be missing and in a lot of trouble. Where is she, Mom?
Now, Tom, don't talk to me like that. I have no idea. And besides, you don't talk to your mother that way.
Okay, Thelma, you tell Louise that this little disappearing act, this long-distance thing, is not going to work. She's going to show up in person if she wants to be declared alive and legal.
You are silly. Do you want dental records? Would that help?
Well, medical records would be a very, very good start. Then the Immigration Service can give her a clean bill of health.
Good morning, Tom.
Good morning. Good morning. Excuse me. By the way, I wanted to thank you for staying over last night. You, as usual, are a godsend.
It was my pleasure.
Good.
And listen, if you need me tonight, I'm around.
Thank you.
So, Tom, how did Margot like that sexy little something that you slipped into her suitcase?
Well, she loved it. It's a damn shame I'm not going to get to see her in it this weekend, but Hans showing up has put kind of a crimp in my Washington, D.C. plans.
Oh, Eduardo. Eduardo. Oh, I'm so glad to see you. This Hans situation has me so worried. You're going to be all right, aren't you?
Well, it's so nice, but you mustn't worry about me, Lisa.
Oh, but I do. I really do. I worry about you, and I care, and I don't want anything to happen to you. You're very important to me. I have, well, I have a lunch date, but I can break that.
Oh, that's
if you could go...
lovely of you to suggest it, but thank you. I must stick close to Damien today. You understand, don't you?
Oh, yes, of course I do.
Actually, I came here to do some business with your son.
Oh.
If you will excuse me.
Sure.
Thank you. Good morning, Tom. Your office said I would find you here.
And here I am.
May I have a word with you?
Excuse me?
Excuse me.
Certainly.
Thank you.
What can I do for you?
I'm deeply concerned over the fact that Hans has been spotted here in town, and I wondered what you are doing about it.
Well, aside from keeping it forefront in the news, I've put out an APB, set up a special phone hotline. I've called in the FBI. Now it's my turn to ask you a question. Any reason that you can see why Kingsley Malta might be a target?
None. Of course, large corporations are always vulnerable.
Oh, I think we both know it's a little deeper than that, since Hans has already paid Damien a visit. Now, perhaps he was going to try something at the ball, and his plans got fouled up. Let's hope that he does not get a second opportunity.
Thank you.
Sure. Well, I just wanted to thank you again for last night. Believe me, Connor can use all the support she can get right now.
Well, it's my pleasure. I'm just sorry that the merry widow showed up.
Yeah, tell me. Speaking of which, has Hal returned from Bradford yet?
No, he hasn't. I take it this little trip was your idea?
I was hoping he could come up with something to get Mother Marcy off Connor's back. Is there a problem?
Yeah, there is. I am not crazy about having my husband dragged back into the line of work that almost killed him.
Well, I can certainly understand that. But in this case, I can't see how asking a few questions...
Could be dangerous. I'll tell you how. Someone killed Link Lafferty. And if Connor didn't do it, then the killer is still out there. And whoever goes looking for that killer could be the next target.
Look, Barbara, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cause a problem.
Well, you did, even more than you know. I've got this buyer that I have to deal with today who's extremely difficult, and Hal's not here to do it, so what do you suggest I do?
Well, I'd be glad to take care of it for you.
Good. I was hoping you'd say that. One more thing. What do you go to Bradford for?
Well, I'm hoping you can check out this so-called nanny of Marcy's. If my hunch is correct, she's as big a con as her boss.
Look, you don't look like a salesman. I know you.
Not yet, you don't. My name is William Smith, but my friends call me Bill. I'm looking for a Charlotte Overton.
Charlotte's my niece. What do you want with her?
Well, actually, it's kind of a business matter, but I really should
She's
talk
not
to
in any
her
kind
about
of
it.
trouble or anything.
Oh, no, nothing like that. Believe me, as a matter of fact, it could be quite the opposite.
Why don't you come in out of the cold?
Oh, thank you very much. It is cold. Thanks. You say you're her aunt?
Yeah, that's right. Beverly Overton, but, my friends call me Bev.
Well, Bev, I guess I can fill you in a little bit on what's going on. It is possible that your niece may be entitled to some inheritance money.
Wait, this isn't one of those schemes where she's got to buy a magazine or something?
No, nothing like that. But that's real sharp of you, Bev. No, this is strictly legit. You see, I work for a company, and our job is to trace down heirs of relatives who have left unclaimed assets.
Unclaimed?
Assets. Money. Yes. Yes, and Edward Overton died in Lexington, Kentucky last July, and it's possible that Charlotte may be one of his heirs.
Edward?
Mm-hmm.
Never heard of him.
Oh, well, we're talking distant relative here. I mean, third cousin at best, and let's see, he never married, no kids, so that's where we come in, and maybe Charlotte.
Gee, that'd be great. You know, I mean, the kid could really use a break. Bill, just how much are we talking about here?
Oh, well, not a lot. I mean, not millions, just several thousand. Would you mind, Bev, if I just kind of hung around till Charlotte got here? There's a lot of things I got to go over with her.
Could be a long wait. She called last night and said not to expect her before next week.
I still think it would be better for you and Courtney to move in and live with me until this guy is caught.
No.
No? What do you think? You're the only guy who is allowed to worry about this? Need I remind you, I live in a penthouse. I have a 24-hour doorman. There's full-time protection. If that's not enough, we'll hire somebody to sit right outside the door.
Dad, that's great, but everyone's doing what they can. Everyone's on top of it.
Need I remind you, the last time you had a run-in with this guy, you wound up in the hospital with the belly full of broken glass. Now, it occurs to me that since it looks like I may be around for a little while, I would like to have you around, too.
Yeah, me too, but we're supposed to be taking care of you. You're not supposed to...
Andrew, whom do we have here?
My God, she's smiling, Andy. That must mean there's a part of my body that you haven't probed yet.
Oh, it's so wonderful to see you again after so short a time. Didn't I tell you to go home and get some bed rest?
I have a stack of paperwork on my desk. It's as tall as the Sears Tower. I would also like to get your opinion on that patient that I was talking to.
Yes, we ever heard of telephones?
I'd like to get it in person, all right? Now, I don't know why I have to explain all of this to you. I don't need to. I am the boss here.
Yes, but I don't work here, remember?
Hey, Andy.
Hi, Bob.
Mom, your car's ready. I'll pick it up for you.
Dr. Rose, he's got you here again.
Oh, he does.
Well, he should put you on staff, or at least recommend you for a Purple Heart.
Yeah, I mean, the Purple Heart, maybe, but I kind of like it at St. Joe's. You know, the chief of staff there is a real pussycat.
And for your opinion, Dr. Rose is still here because I need her opinion on a patient of mine. And I think you could give it to me over lunch in the cafeteria if you would like. The sky's the limit.
Whoa. How can I refuse?
Yeah. I can be a pussycat, too, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Dad, I'm gonna walk you out. I'm gonna have lunch with Courtney.
Okay, honey. Be careful.
Thank you, my darling. What's this for?
Well, you look like you needed a hug. Not that I need a reason. It's more than Andy's situation that has you worried, isn't it?
Oh, dear. As usual, you're very perceptive. Actually, it's that stupid interview we did with Marcy Lafferty. It's come back to haunt us. I don't want to talk about it, though. I'm looking forward to having lunch with my husband, our medical minute star.
How do you feel about a musical medical? Something. Here they are, the house hunters. How's it going?
Hi.
Oh, the 3-bedroom Cape Cod turned out to be a tiny cave with 3 closets.
I think it's gonna be a little tougher than we thought.
Pop, can I talk to you a second?
Sure. Excuse me.
Sure. Have you been looking
This looks like a professional visit.
Yeah, it is. Listen, immigration is going to need some proof that Shannon is not walking around here with a contagious disease. Can you provide me with any documents to back that up?
With the proper release, sure. Any idea where she is?
No, but I believe that her partner in crime, you may remember her as Auntie Lisa, knows exactly where she is, but you know Mom.
Why don't you throw her in the cooler until she sings?
Don't you even tempt me.
Hey, listen, this Hans business, Kim is worried. Do you believe that Courtney and Andy are really in trouble?
Well, Pop, I didn't at first, but after talking with the FBI, I don't think we can rule anything out. Hans is a very dangerous man. He's here for a reason. And I get the feeling he's not going to stop until he gets whatever or whoever it is that he's after.
Have you heard from Hans?
No. But Janice called looking for Lily, and Holden showed up asking a lot of questions.
What did you tell him?
I told Janice that Lily was ill, and told Holden it was none of his damn business.
Good.
Look, Eduardo, this is wrong. We must contact the police now.
That would only make matters worse. I have just come from talking to Tom Hughes. He has contacted the FBI.
Then we must tell him that Hans has kidnapped Lily. Before anything happened, I will put her even in more danger.
Nonsense! Your so-called authorities don't even know where he is. Now, you listen to me, and listen well, Cugino. We must wait for Hans's call and be prepared to meet his demands. That is the only safe course.
Unless he doesn't call.
You're called. The stakes are high.
Then we allow the police to trace the call.
No. We must do this alone. We must wait and do this alone, or surely you will be signing Lily's death warrant.
Would you like this, Princessin?
So Mrs. Grimaldi won't be singing at the Falcon Club tonight, then? No, I don't need a reservation. Thank you.
For you, sir. Brilliantly edited tapes, if I do say so myself.
Well, thank you, but you did not have to hand-deliver these.
I wanted to. Plus, I had some free time on my hands since Lily never made it in.
Did she call, or...?
No, but I finally called her on the yacht, and Damien said that she wasn't feeling well. He didn't sound so great himself.
Yeah, I know. He didn't look too good either when I saw him. It's probably this whole Hans thing, the fact that he showed up on the yacht.
Yeah, I don't blame him. Frankly, the whole thing makes me a little nervous. I'll let you get back to work.
I'll walk you out.
Barbara, it's Evan. Hal back yet?
No, as a matter of fact, he isn't.
Well, I'm sure it's nothing to worry about. He'll probably be in any minute. Things go okay with that buyer I called?
Actually, yes, they did. In fact, we got a better deal than we usually do. You are obviously very persuasive.
I'm glad it worked out. It was the least I could do. Am I redeemed?
Maybe. Listen, just why don't you wait, and if you don't hear from Hal, call back later.
Okay. Thanks.
Just dropped by to deliver an update. It seems the good people of Oakdale knew the truth when they heard it and reached into their hearts for me and Link Jr. The donations have been pouring in to WOAK, and hopefully they'll tide us over until Connor's convicted and I get my rightful inheritance from Link.
Cut it out, Marcy, okay? We both know that once Link woke up,
He saw you for the conniving witch that you are.
No, but I have a feeling your sleeping beauty might see a whole new you, thanks to a little help from me. Then she may just take all those Cabot millions and go poof into thin air.
Oh, I hate to disappoint you, but you really couldn't be more wrong. But then you'd have no way of knowing that since you've never really had any honest feelings for anyone in your life.
And you have? Please. I know you better than that, Evan. Well, anyway, it's been fun chatting with you. I have to get back to WOAK and pick up all those checks for Little Link Jr. Oh, you know, I think I might owe it to the good people of Oakdale to thank them for everything. Maybe with a second interview.
You know, it's amazing how a poor widow like yourself can afford a full-time nanny to look after her kid while you slither around town spreading cheer. If there is a second interview, maybe that topic should be discussed. Don't you think?
Sorry I'm taking so long.
Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. Worth the wait.
Oh, thanks. You know, I don't usually look like I did at the door. It's just that I had to work the early morning shift at the store. You know how it is.
Yeah, well, I certainly hope you didn't go to any trouble.
Oh, no trouble. Truth is, I kind of like the company. It gets a little lonely around here with Charles away.
Mm-hmm. So, Charles is your niece,
Yeah.
right?
By marriage. Well, make that ex-marriage. See, my ex and her dad are brothers. Neither of them worth a damn. But she and I always got along like gangbusters, so when she was down on her luck, I took her in.
Uh-huh. She have any other relatives here in Bradford?
Nope. Just her dad and my ex, who you probably find down at some local bar betting on a game. Now, I have some pictures of them if that'd be a help.
Yeah, thanks. You know, it would. It just might be. You know something, Bev? Your niece is very lucky to have you.
Oh, go on. I'm just doing what anybody would do. You know, I gotta tell you, your job must be so rewarding, you know, giving away money to people out of the blue. You kind of remind me of that guy who used to be on television, you know, gave away $1 million.
Yeah, John Beresford Tipton.
Yeah, that's the guy.
But like I said, it's no million, and I still have a lot of details, a lot of checking to do. Do you have any idea where I could reach your niece now?
No, you know, I'm sorry, she didn't give me her number. I have the feeling that, you know, they don't want her to get personal calls down at her new job.
Yeah.
But, you know, if you give me your number, I'd be glad to pass it along to her.
You said that she'd been gone how long?
A few weeks. Boy, it'd be great if she got some money. You know, the kid could sure use a break.
Yeah, what do you mean?
Oh, you know, she's had it kind of tough lately. But then again, who hasn't?
Who hasn't?
But, you know, like they say, if you wait long enough, something good's bound to come along. Isn't that right, Bill?
That's what they say.
Yeah. Ah, that's him, my ex. The one next to him, Charles' dad. Yeah, I was taken last Christmas. 2 of them getting smashed. Nice, huh?
Nah, kind of reminds me of my old man.
Oh, you know the type, huh?
Yeah, I do. Do you mind if I borrow this? Might be some help.
Burn it for all I care. Wait, you know what? It might be a good idea if you brought it back, you know, for the album.
Okay. Well, Bev, listen, this has been wonderful. Very, very helpful. But, you know, boy, really have got to get going because the sooner I get on this thing, the sooner that your niece can collect, if that's the way it pans out. So I really should. Oh, here you go, Bev. You dropped one. Bev, who is that with Charlotte?
God, I could lose everything. My money, the ship, my company, everything. Watch it all sink in this water and never give it a second thought because I'd know how to go on. But losing you, that will break something inside me forever.
I got an urgent message that you needed to see me.
We'll be together. I promise. I'll find the right way to tell Damien and we'll have everything. I love you, Holden. I always have. I always will. Why are you doing this? Why?
Eat.
Is it the money?
No more questions. Eat.
Please, just tell me, please.
You don't want to eat? Fine. Starve.
Maternity Fashions by Motherhood. This is Dan Regent, inviting you to join us again Monday for As the World Turns.